All right, welcome back to Madden 25, Denver Broncos franchise. We are going to be taking on the Raiders today. We have a breakout linebacker challenge. I streamed last night for a while, and we went ahead and started the series here um, with the Broncos. We traded Javonte Williams after he fumbled the ball 3 times in the first 2 games, which I don't know. I feel like that's fair enough. But he's gone now. And then after the last game, we made a blockbuster trade for Brandon Ayuk. So that should help us out quite a bit, hopefully. Let me just finish setting things up here. Make it so I can see my chat on my computer screen here. Okay. We've got players ready to negotiate. I think we basically brought everyone back that we needed to last week, other than maybe Brandon Ayuk, who, I mean, it's part of the reason he was, maybe able to be traded for is because he was in the last year of his deal. We're going to bring him back on a 5-year deal, and he has re-signed. And we've unlocked the achievement deal breaker. We signed a 90 overall player. Okay. Baron Browning, I would still like to bring back. I'll give him a 3-year deal. We'll up the money just a little bit. He's back. Levi Wallace is by no means coming back. He is terrible. Levi Wallace gets cooked every play, so we're not bringing him back. It's just not happening. Get Jonathan to Cooper 2+ tackles for loss or an interception, forced fumble to upgrade his depth chart. I don't want to blitz counter here. I kind of want to go throw it deep, even though we may not necessarily just throw it deep. Please, no injuries on offense. Doesn't look like it. None on defense, too, would be great. Okay. It's going to be our first game with Brandon Ayuk. Great Dulcich. Let's just keep going vertical threat for him. Gets all kinds of upgrades there. Jonah Ellis. We'll go speed rusher. +3 finesse moves. Gets his finesse moves up to 76. And we'll play the full game here against the Raiders. Get right into things. At some point, I'm going to have to get up and get my monster out of the fridge. I'm waiting for it to get cold. The place where I bought it from, it was out on the shelf, so it wasn't like cold or anything. It looks like Raiders are going to get the ball first. Still kind of getting used to the new kickoff here. Gardner Minshew is the quarterback, 620 yards. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. I feel like we may have a chance today. We might be able to look at our first win. Javonte Williams is on the Raiders now? Didn't we just trade him to the Lions? There's a stop on 3rd down. Actually get a stop right away. I mean, I'll fair catch this. We'll take it at the 19. Bo Nix coming out here. 13 interceptions to 5 touchdowns. I mean, it's been bad. It's been very bad. David Montgomery going to take it for 3. That's a pick. Okay, what are we doing there? I'll tell you what happened there. I thought he was going to stop his route. And he just sort of kept going. So at the point where he kept going, he was no longer as open as I thought he was going to be. And that's a touchdown for the Raiders. Okay. Not what we want to start, but Smith on the return. Getting us up to the 32. Get to the tight end. He's got enough yards to get us to a 3rd and 1. So screen to Brandon Ayuk. There's just nothing there. 4th and 3. We could go for this. Doesn't really make sense to go for it. Probably should have just punted there. Play action for Gardner Minshew. That's a touchdown. I think that, Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, he got us that time. We've made some crucial mistakes early here. Probably didn't need to go for that fourth down. Marvin Mims up the field. Gets us to the 43. I throw that one to Marvin Mims. He gets away from the guy. He's got 28 yards on the catch. So that was good. Let's see if we can build some momentum here. Get this back to a one-possession game. 3-yard loss by David Montgomery. And we're sacked, and it's a fumble. I guess we'll just go verticals here. I was trying to throw that to Brandon Ayuk, but 4th and 26. Normally I would think about punting, but we're at the 45-yard line. It's going to be almost caught by Cortland Sutton. He drops it. Just couldn't hang on. There's a run to the outside. First and goal. Again, we're trying not to give up 1,300 rushing yards this season. There's a toss to the outside. Going down 21 here would be terrible, but going down 17, I feel like we're not completely out of it if we do that. But we're going to go down 21. So another catch. I think that was Devontae Adams again. This game's going bad for us. Smith's going to take the return here. Just going to take it right up the middle to the 37. Get the ball to Brandon Ayuk. I think that was his first catch of the game. That was nice. And we're going to get sacked. I didn't see the pressure coming. Get that one to Brandon Ayuk. We're going to get some of it back. It's the end of the first quarter. It's 21-0. We really need a touchdown here. Just to get back in this game. Make us feel like we have a bit of a chance. Waiting for Brandon Ayuk to break open there, and we're going to get sacked again. I'm going to throw this one up for Brandon Ayuk. We can't get it there. We just can't get it there. Maybe we punt there. Maybe we back them up. But the way our defense is played, I don't know that we even bother. Although we get a sack there. First sack of the game for the defense. Let's go. And there's Devontae Adams again. He's going to have another big play. He's probably going to take this all the way for a touchdown. I mean, does it really matter what field position we give him when we give up big plays like that? If we go down 35-0 here, I'm going to simulate because there's no point. I mean, there's Brandon Ayuk again. He's got another catch. We did re-sign him already, so he's going to be on the team long term. Float that one up for Cortland Sutton. He somehow drops the ball. Has it in his hands. And then just can't bring it in. I don't know what happened there. He's had a couple of drops like that today. And we can't float that one over the defender to get it to Brandon Ayuk. Marvin Mims might get open here. He does. He's got us a first down. Maybe that's what we should focus on now that we're down by so much. Maybe we should just focus on trying to get one player like a ton of yards and just have a really good game so that they can get like a breakout challenge, even though we're probably going to lose anyway. Could be an idea. Montgomery loses a yard. Okay. I'm going to flip him to the other side. He makes that catch, though. It's just a 3rd and 3. I tried to take off with Bo Nix, and it was bad. Okay. We're going for this. Get it to Marvin Mims. He's got the first down. And there's a touchdown for Bo next. He's just going to scramble in for it. We are going to go for 2 here for whatever reason. Looking for Brandon Ayuk. He can't make the catch. It's going to remain 28-6. We do get the ball to start the second half. We can come up with a stop here. That was pretty awful. Devontae Adams has 3 catches for 100 yards. He's going to bounce off a tackle there. And get all the way down to the 9-yard line. And unless we can come up with a turnover here, I think they're going to score. They have all their timeouts, so time is not an issue. That's a touchdown. I mean, they went 76 yards and like 4 or 5 plays there. Clearly, the offense is not the only issue. I said this before, but Marvin Mims might have a nice return here. Thought he might take that one the whole way, but couldn't quite. And that's just a bad throw. I was looking for Brandon Ayuk, and he was double covered, and I don't know. I didn't know where to go after that, so we just ate the sack. Sutton can't catch it. 30 seconds to go in the half here. Hopefully we can keep them out of field goal range. They have 2 timeouts left. They're going to call one there. This defense has got to get better in the offseason. We may have to bring in some guys in free agency if we can. We should have, I think, the Russell Wilson contract off the books. Okay, it's going to be 42-6. I don't think we need to keep going here. We could probably just simulate the rest of the game, right? I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to try to get somebody a bunch of yards on offense to maybe try to get some sort of a breakout challenge. That's going to come out to the 30. 16 seconds to go. Hand off to David Montgomery. He's not been able to do much of anything, really, since he's joined the team. We're going to have Brandon Ayuk one-on-one here. Again, we just don't have the deep accuracy. We can't get the ball out in front of him there. We're going to go run inside in the second half. And we're going to defend the medium pass. Get the ball to start. I mean, down by a lot here. We have had some pretty good kickoff returns in this game. I thought he was going to cut that outside. I didn't know the route. That's my fault. He went inside and absolutely was not open. I think that's going to do it for this game. We don't need to see any more here. I mean, we're going to lose by a lot, so. Let's go super sim. Let's just sim the rest of it. We do actually score, then they score, then we score. We score again with a field goal, 55-23. Final stats of the game: 25 for 44 for Bo Nix, touchdown, 2 picks, 6 touchdowns for Gardner Minshew. It may have been a good idea to bring in Brandon Ayuk, but it probably would have been a better idea to bring in somebody on defense. Baron Browning's got an upgrade. We'll go power rusher. Hit power moves, pursuit and tackle. I'll go up. Bo Nix has an upgrade. We're going to go scrambler. +3 break sack, +1 minute throw accuracy mid. His break sack is not good. And now he's feeling some morale issues. The defense had success in some areas today. How much does Jonathan Cooper factor into that success? He does his job and plays his part, which is crucial to having success. He knows his role and does what he needs to do to make things. He got XP. He didn't go up a dev trait, but he got some XP. We're taking on the Chargers. Now, we are actually a higher overall than the Chargers. And who does the mock draft have us taking? Has us taking a right tackle. We don't really need a right tackle. We would be better off taking the right end or the linebacker. I'd rather take this 21-year-old linebacker who's projected top 5. Honestly, I mean, probably the best thing we should do if we end up with the number 1 pick is trade down. In the short pass against Justin Herbert, we could throw up medium. We don't have any scenarios or anything this week, so we'll jump right into the game. Excuse me there. Really had to sneeze. All of these can be automatic upgrades. That's fine. We'll get into the game here. It's going to be a home game. Chargers are going to get the ball to start, which, I mean, I would prefer to start the second half with the ball. We're 0-5. It's a long season, but starting 0-5 is... It's not where you want to be. Justin Herbert, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks, nearly 1,000 yards. That one's knocked out of the hands of the receiver. Good play there by our defense. Don't have the best receivers on this Chargers team. It was a good play, though. And a broken tackle. Can Patrick Surtain catch up to him? He cannot. That's a touchdown. I don't know how that happened, but giving up an early touchdown. Just breaking one tackle and then going the rest of the way. And we could have had him off the field. I mean, it's not really what we wanted to do there, but Mims with a nice return gets us out at the 49, near the 50. Brandon Ayuk, Bo Nix coming onto the field. 15 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. Really good field position to start here, though. David Montgomery with a nice run there. Just a 3rd and short here. We just throw it to Marvin Mims, but he fumbles the ball. We did get it back, though, so still going to be a first down. There's Montgomery with a counter run there. He picks up 4. He's going to pick up a few more there. 2 yards to go. Hopefully we can pick this up on the ground. And we do. David Montgomery, 4 rushes for 23 yards. That's kind of what we want to do. We want to slow the game down. Get that one to David Montgomery. He's going to dive. That's a touchdown. I think we're going to miss the extra point, though. We do. Okay. I got in a rush there, and yeah, we missed the extra point. So 7-6. May have us going for 2 at some point. Third and 2. Let's get off the field if we can. It's a run. 4th and inches. That's enough of a stop. We'll get the ball back. And we will look to take the lead here. Smith, not much of a return. It's okay, though. Looking for the tight end. Diving to knock it down. Okay. Tried to get that one to Brandon Ayuk. It's incomplete. We'll punt the ball. Let's not do anything really crazy in this game. Just to give them an easy score or anything. Looks like a run here. John Franklin Myers can't make the tackle. But he slows him down enough that it's a loss for 1. There's a handoff to the other side. Third and 9 now. You got to think they're probably going to throw here. And Justin Herbert's going down. It's Chris Abrams-Drain again with another sack. He might be leading us in sacks this year. I know he had 2 in the first game. He had another one, I think, in the second game. I don't know if he's had any since, but he probably has at least 4 on the season. Bo Nick's just going to run here. Picks up 9. And if I think I think if I score here, I'm not going to go for 2 yet. I'll probably just kick the extra point for now. If we can score. And we fumble the ball. I feel like there's more fumbles in Madden 25. I mean, I traded Javonte Williams because he fumbled the ball so much, but maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe there's just more fumbles. We may have to adjust the slider because it kind of seems like an unrealistic amount sometimes. Fourth and 4. At the 41-yard line. Now let's go for this. Let's just try to get it to the tight end here. He's wide open. Dolchich has it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Bo Nix actually having a really good game here. I meant to keep that ball, but it's not what we did. So get it to the tight end again. That's a touchdown. We have the lead here. So let's just take the extra point for now. Makes it 13-7. If we get up by another score, maybe we think about going for it to make it 21-7. But you know, maybe not. Maybe we just take the extra point again. So make it 20-7. Need to come up with another stop here. And that's not going to do it. Bouncing off a tackle. And that's a touchdown. Okay, we give up a quick score. This defense is bad. We need better corners. We need to get more pressure. We're just kind of average on defense, I think. And it shows a lot. All the time. Smith on the return here. Gets us to the 29. We could maybe go jet touch pass here for Brandon Ayuk. Well, let's try it. Gonna take it outside. Yeah, just not enough space there. Got like 2 yards. Draw play here to David Montgomery. 3rd and inches. I'm actually going to go for this. Again, that might be a terrible idea, but it's going to be a quarterback run. Bo Nix has it. Ended up working out well. Get it to Marvin Mims. He's up to the 31. Here's our tight end. He's going to pick up a block. He's got 3 catches for 65 yards. Here's another run with Bo Nix. Doesn't get a whole lot there. Looking for Brandon Ayuk. He makes the catch at the 1. 3rd and goal at the 1 here. Brandon Ayuk tried to get him the ball. 4th and goal at the 1. We could take the points. I think we'll go fullback dive. Try to get the fullback into the end zone. And he's going to have the touchdown. And I think this time we will go for 2. Try to make this a 7-point game here. Looking for David Montgomery. He's got the 2. Now when they score in less than 30 seconds, they will only tie the game. So that's nice. It would be nice if we could come up with a stop here, especially since we get the ball to start the second half. I mean, we don't necessarily need to score before the end of the half here. It'd be nice if we did, even just a field goal. But it'd be great if we could just keep them from scoring and go into the half with a 7-point lead. That would be really nice. We're going to give up a big play. Abrams' drain is beat. He can't catch up to the receiver. And that's a touchdown for the Chargers. Game is tied once again. Maybe we can get a good return here. Get it to the 37. Not a bad return. We got 146 to, at the very least, take a lead with a field goal. Don't really need to go super far here to be able to get a field goal. It's a completion to Brandon Ayuk. A touchdown here would be huge, though. Just get that one away barely. Go with the shallow dig again. It works just about every time to get the tight end open. It's a completion. Let's maybe just run it again here. Dolchich gonna break a tackle. We're down to the 25. He's got several catches today. And getting out of bounds on that play, that was nice. I was going to try to take off with Bo Nix there, and there just wasn't time. was not time. Go verticals here. And it's going to be picked off somehow. I don't know how Derwin James makes this play. I really don't. And our tight end is injured. 26 seconds to go. They do have all their timeouts, but hopefully we can keep them out of field goal range. They're going to call a timeout here. They just throw that one underneath. They're going to call another timeout. Maybe they're going to settle for 3 here. Okay. I mean, they go right down the field, but luckily we hold them to a field goal. We're going to get it into the half down 24-21. It looks like. I mean, unless we run back the kickoff or something, but. Just take a knee. It comes out to the 30. Maybe we just launch this down the field for Brandon Ayuk. Looks like he might have been double covered there. That's the half. Okay. Made a couple of mistakes, but let's go throw it short and defend the medium pass, I guess. We get the ball to start the second half here. So. Smith on the return. He picks up a block. Really good return there to the 45. Brandon Ayuk got bumped a little bit there. Just couldn't really get to the ball. So David Montgomery gonna not pick up any yards. We're gonna have Ayuk out of the backfield here. We can't get it to him. Okay. We're probably gonna have to punt here. We could go for it. See if we like this look here. Might be able to get this to Marvin Mims. And there's too much pressure. What the hell? We have a pretty decent offensive line. They can't hold up for 2 seconds. And how is that complete? How does he... How do we not? There's a tackle for loss by Jones. Okay, that was a nice run. Unfortunately. Holding them to a field goal here would really help us a lot, but I just don't know that that's going to happen. It would have been big if we could have come up with a sack there, but unfortunately we just couldn't quite get it. That's a completion. That's nah. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Okay. Still plenty of time to go in this game. But we need to score on this drive. Smith on the return. Can't pick up a block that time. Still gets it out to the 32, though. Let's have a decent drive going here. Hand off to David Montgomery. He gets 3. It's not completely horrible. Underneath to Dolchich. He's got 6 catches for 107. There's a catch for Brandon Ayuk. I changed the formation here. It's going to be a run for Bo Nix. Still picks up 6 yards. Got hit pretty hard there, though. There's the handoff to David Montgomery. 3rd and inches. Let's just run the same play again. He gets the first down. I keep forgetting that you need to press the button to keep it on read option. There's a catch by Brandon Ayuk to get us to a 3rd and 3. We are in field goal range here, so we just don't need to turn the ball over, and we can at least come away with some points. We're going to get sacked. I'll take a 45-yard field goal. We missed the field goal. Too much power. Okay, I mean, now our defense is going to have to come up with stops. So. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that. 336 yards today for Justin Herbert. We're not at the point yet where I want to bother trying to adjust the sliders or anything. That's a touchdown. He just got beat there. Absolutely beat. Had no chance of getting back into the play. And now it's a 17-point game. And we might be out of this game now. And our offense has actually looked good, I mean, most of the game. Not the entire game, but... Catch by Brandon Ayuk. Counter run for David Montgomery. He's got 20 carries, only has 52 yards. Can't pick up a block. I think we are going to have to go for this. Actually, I wouldn't mind going with this. Where's it at? I just saw it. This whip dig. I'm fine with that. That should be plenty to pick up 4 yards. Get it to the tight end here. He fumbles the ball. Okay. Dolta just got hurt on that play too, where he fumbled. That one's incomplete. They're going to punt. Keeping us in the game a little bit here. I mean, a touchdown does get it back to a 10-point game. There's Brandon Ayuk with the catch. He picks up almost 10 yards. David Montgomery there just getting back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and inches. There's a catch by Brandon Ayuk once again. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Play action crossers. We don't have the time. And David Montgomery's hurt. There's a nice catch by Brandon Ayuk. Keeping this drive alive here. Just a draw play to Samaje Perine. I mean, he loses 3 yards. There's another nice catch by Brandon Ayuk. He gets us down to the 1. Go hurry up here. Just going to hand this off to Samaje Perine, but he can't get into the end zone. There's a screen to Marvin Mims. It's incomplete. It's actually going to be one of our other backup tight ends scoring the touchdown. Extra point just good there. And this is back to a 10-point game. 11 plays, 80 yards. Just feels like it might be a little too late. Still plenty of time left here to get the ball back, and then if we had to use our timeouts, to get an extra possession, we could. I'm just worried we're not going to be able to come up with a stop here. And then nothing. It's not going to matter anyway. So I would almost be okay being really terrible this season, just to get the #1 pick in the draft. But you know, I'd like to win a game at some point. I would not like to go 0-17. That one's dropped. Okay. 3rd and 8 here. Chance to get off the field. And there's a sack by Singleton. We do get off the field. It's the punt by the Chargers. Smith gets us close to the 30. And we've got time here to come down the field and then maybe use our timeouts to get the ball back again. David Montgomery not back in the game yet. Don't know if he will be. Gonna go with the screen there. Pick up a couple of blocks. Get it to 3rd and 1. Maybe just go with a draw play here. Try to pick up that 1st down. It looked like an injury timeout for the Chargers there. I hit the wrong button. That's fine. It was incomplete. We're sacked. I guess we could just go verticals here. Hopefully Brandon Ayuk gets open. He is open. He's going to make the catch. It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to save those timeouts. If we can save our timeouts, we just might be able to come back in this game. Bo Nick's getting sacked there. That's intercepted. That's the game. It's over. That's a pick 6. Close coverage there and just able to pick it off. That's going to do it. It's 45-28. There's no coming back. And Bosa's just been all over us this game. I guess credit to him for being so good, but That's going to be pass interference. So I'll definitely take it. Mims can't hang on. Throw to Cortland Sutton. Fourth and 1, 20 seconds to go. Just going to launch it up for Marvin Mims. It's going to be incomplete. They can just take a knee now. I don't think they are going to take a knee just because we have timeouts, but they might as well. Please don't give up a big run here. We're going to lose to the Chargers. Had a chance at the end. If we hadn't thrown that pick, I mean, 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns for Bo Nix. 5 touchdowns, though, for Justin Herbert on only 15 completions. He was 15 of 20 for 390. I mean, just absolutely slinging it. David Montgomery averaging 2 yards per carry, 2.4. A fumble. Gus Edwards, though, I mean, 10 rushes for 23 yards and had a long of 21, so he didn't do much. J.K. Dobbins had a carry for 15 yards. Receiving, let's just look at our team. Brandon Ayuk, 11 catches for 160. No touchdowns, though. Greg Dulcich, 8 for 116, no touchdown. David Montgomery had a touchdown. Marvin Mims had 2 catches. Cortland Sutton with only 1 catch. Nate Adkins, he had a catch for a touchdown right at the goal line. Defensively, several guys with tackles for loss. Sack for Alex Singleton and Chris Abrams-Drain. No interceptions, though. Don't think we had any forced fumbles. So could have been a better game a little bit. Definitely could have been better. Just did not. Did not have the defense, and then just one too many turnovers. If we don't throw that pick at the end, and that drive ends in a touchdown, maybe we can get the ball back. Maybe. I really thought Jonathan Cooper was ready to keep moving forward, but that wasn't the game I was hoping for. Okay, we have a new injury. It's Greg Dulcich. He's out for 3 weeks. Of course, Drew Sanders is out with an Achilles tear, which is, another big injury. We have a defensive back breakout. We have a receiver breakout as well. Oh, you know what? We'll play one more week here. I was thinking about stopping because I need to eat again, but we'll play one more week. I want to see what we can get from Chris Abrams-Drain. 1 tackle for loss. 1 forced fumble or a sack. We've got team meetings. Let's talk about the Saints. What did you see during films today? We can run on their defense. Can we? Okay. Any player specifically? Yeah, both D tackles. Right, how should we attack that? Run right at them and get to the second level? How do we measure success? Let's go David Montgomery scores 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's see if we can't get David Montgomery 2 rushing touchdowns. We've got a storyline press. We've got a media press conference now. That was just team meetings. Coach, the fans are curious about the upcoming trade deadline. You have any plans to trade away a player? We're open to listening to offers. Trade deadlines next week. We have a receiver breakout as well. I wanted to pull you in to talk about this week's game. You're one of the best in the league. I need you to step up this week. I thought we were supposed to run the ball. You did it last game. Do it again and show the world why you're the best. Sounds good, coach. If you thought last game was good, this week will be better. Okay. It is Brandon Ayuk. 8 catches and 100 yards receiving to increase his dev trait. Does that mean he's going up to X Factor? Because I'll force feed him the ball to get him to X Factor for sure. 8 catches and 100 yards. I mean, that's not crazy. Who do we want to listen to offers for on defense? I think starting secondary. I don't know. I would like to trade Levi Wallace. I'm thinking about trading Levi Wallace. Let's put Levi Wallace on the trade block. That was a lot of things before we got into the game this week. It does make it feel better. In franchise mode, it feels like there's more to do. It feels like you're actually, you actually have a lot that you can accomplish in a week. But 2 rushing touchdowns for David Montgomery, 8 catches and 100 yards for Brandon Ayuk. Abrams Drain needs a tackle for loss or a sack or something, which might get. I don't know. Keep going run stopper for John Franklin Myers. Block shedding, finesse moves, power moves, +2 tackle. And then Caden Stearns. Let's go hybrid. Awareness, tackle, and zone coverage. We could use better safeties. We could use better corners. We could use better everything. We don't have the minimum number of tight ends that we need. Need to sign a tight end. We're not signing Mercedes Lewis. Got Logan Thomas, Mo Alley Cox, Robert Tunyon. 37-year-old Jimmy Graham. That could be fun. Let's go 37-year-old Jimmy Graham. That's better than 40-year-old Mercedes Lewis. I mean, how is he still in the league? I mean, he's kind of not in a way because we're gonna cut Estime here. Just because I don't want to cut Malik Cunningham. He's kind of not in the league, really. I mean, he is a free agent, but he's not with a team. In the game, anyway. I don't know if he's actually with a team in real life. Is he on, like, the Jets or something? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. He could be anywhere. But I'm assuming if he's a free agent in the game, he's probably a free agent in real life. That may not be the case. Not sure. They said we should be able to run the ball against this team, so. We also need to get Brandon Ayuk a lot of catches. He needs 8. He needs 100 yards. And that one's immediately intercepted. Diving for it, it's Teron Matthew. And here comes David Carr. Or Derek Carr, not David Carr. That was his brother. Played for the Texans. Chris Olave, 5 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown last week. They've got no superstars on this offense. No superstars, no X Factor players. I mean, they still got Alvin Kamara. They've got Chris Olave. It's not the worst offense. I still can't believe we threw a pick on the first play, though. And that was... I mean, that was just a really athletic play by the defense. But I don't know. 2nd and 2 here. Let's play action. It's a touchdown. Okay. Even the Saints are beating up on us. Smith on the return. Gets it to the 35. Let's try to run the ball. We easily pick up 4 there. 21 yards, 21 rushes for 52 yards last week. Not, not exactly what we want from him. I'm going to put Brandon Ayuk on an out route here. He's going to make the catch. That's a first down. That's one catch for him. I'll put him on in route here. He is covered pretty well. Bo Nick's going to take off. I still don't know how to slide. It says X. I have pressed X. It makes me dive. I don't know. Maybe a drag route. Drag route here for Brandon Ayuk. We do also have to get David Montgomery 2 rushing touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk gonna get the touchdown though. Nice play there. And I think we're actually gonna go for 2. Let's try to take a 1-point lead here. Bo Nick's getting outside. Throwing it across his body to Troutman. He runs out of the end zone to catch it. So we don't get the 2. We are still down by a point then. And we'll see what the Saints can do here. That one's caught. Jones is beat. Can't catch up to him. That's a touchdown. Not at all what we wanted there. Especially on 3rd down. We just need a better secondary. I mean, outside of Patrick Surtain, what do we have? We have nobody. Mims on the return here. Third down here. There's just too much pressure. I don't know. I guess we'll punt. Levi Wallace getting cooked again. He absolutely sucks. We need to hold them to a field goal here. Third and inches. They might run the ball here. Let's play action. He's going to go down. Nice sack there by John Franklin Myers. I think we had a couple of other guys coming in too. But we will force a field goal. Let's just try to get Brandon Ayuk those catches. He needs 8 catches. He needs at least 100 yards. Does not matter how many touchdowns he has. Just needs 8 catches and 100 yards. He already has, I think, 3 catches at the very least. It's another catch. That's actually that was his. Is that his 3rd catch? He's got 52. There's another catch for Brandon Ayuk. That's a big yards there. Down to the 26. And off for David Montgomery. He gets 3. Floating that one out for Brandon Ayuk. He's going to get us all the way down to the 5. He's already got 100 yards. Just needs 3 more catches. We're also trying to get David Montgomery 2 rushing touchdowns. So let's go ahead and try to do that here. Gets to the 2. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. Go inside zone here. We got to get David Montgomery his touchdowns. And he will score. I think we're going to take the extra point. We're not going to go for 2 again right now. I'm just going to make it a 4-point game. But that's fine. There's still plenty of time to go. It's only the beginning of the second quarter here. As both teams have kind of been scoring on, most of their possessions. Been scoring quickly here too. There's a throw by the Saints. I think that was Patrick Surtain on the coverage there. They got 4 yards. Let's see what they can do here on 2nd and 6. We're going to throw again. It's a first down. Levi Wallace, once again, can't make a play. Because he can never make a play. Because he's terrible. And who's right there once again? It's Levi Wallace. I feel like if we trade for a better number 2 corner at the deadline, we could really improve this team a lot. Especially if we get somebody really good. We'll trade Levi Wallace. I don't know what we want to package with that, since we traded away our 1st round picks next year and the year after for Brandon Ayuk, but We're not trading our first this year because it's probably going to be pick 1 in the draft. And we might end up trading down to get a giant haul of picks. If we can pick up maybe 3 first-round picks or something crazy. Maybe even a second this year. We'll see. Who knows? We could come back and have a good season and not end up with the #1 pick. But I doubt that's going to happen. It's the New Orleans Saints scoring. And is back to an 11-point game. And as much as I think our offense has problems, I think our defense is a bigger problem. Smith gets us to 29. We only need Brandon Ayuk to have a couple more catches here. We're sacked. There's a nice catch by Brandon Ayuk. He gets down to the 44. Looking into the end zone. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk was double covered there. He couldn't get it. That's fine. I'm going to put him on a drag route here. It's it underneath. He's got 7 catches on 13 targets, 142. To meet his goal, we need to get him 1 more catch. We're going to put him on an out route here. And it's intercepted. Okay. I thought he could catch that, but I think the throw just wasn't there. I'm going to blame Bo Nix on that one. That was his fault. He's got 7 catches, but he needs 8 to meet the goal. We really shouldn't have any problem getting him 1 more catch, especially with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Launching it up for Troutman. He's going to make the catch. It's a big first down. Troutman with another catch there. There's that 8th catch for Brandon Ayuk. We'll take this to the 2-minute warning. 13-31 in the first half. We're going for this. We're going to get it to Marvin Mims, and he's got the first down. It's another catch for Brandon Ayuk. He's going to weave his way to the 7-yard line. Now let's try to get David Montgomery his second rushing touchdown. He's going to have it. Let's go for 2 here to make it a 10-point game. There's Brandon Ayuk. He's got the 2. And it's back to a 10-point game. Minute 26 to go. Hopefully they don't score here. Hopefully we can come up with a stop. The fact that they got out of bounds on that last play really doesn't help. And now they call timeout. 46 seconds to go. Lots of time here. And they're at the 13-yard line. Carr backing up here. He's going to throw it away. A field goal here is fine. It keeps it a 2-possession game. But we let him score a touchdown. Okay. 25 seconds to go in the half. We're going to be down 17 points again. If we could get this return up to the 50, maybe. Marvin Mims only getting it to the 30. Brandon Ayuk making the catch. We'll call timeout. Even a field goal here gets us back to a 2-possession game. So. Just need to pick up a few yards here to get us in position for a better field goal. Launching it down the field for Brandon Ayuk. It's incomplete. 7 seconds to go here. I send Ayuk here on a slant as well. We'll call the timeout. Makes it a 54-yard field goal. Just too much power. Makes it inaccurate. I mean, come on. Really? We'll keep throwing it deep. Let's defend the short pass. Saints get the ball to start the game. To start the second half, I should say. We really just need to stop here. We're down 17. We scored before the end of the half to make it a 10-point game, and then we allowed them to come down the field very quickly and extend that lead to 17. So Levi Wallace once again. Why does he have 5 tackles? Because he keeps allowing catches. Alvin Kamara has 3 rushes for 31 yards. I still would like to think that we're on pace to allow less than 1,300 rushing yards on the season, which is our training camp goal that we set at the beginning of the season. I'd like to think that we're on pace to do that. I'm not sure that we actually are, but hopefully. Seems like we don't allow a ton of rushing yards most of the time. Down at the 1. We're going to allow a touchdown here. I already know it. But Brandon Ayuk's going to go up a dev trait. David Montgomery met his goal. There's some things to like about this game, I guess. Even if we just keep giving up a ton of points to the Saints. So they're 3-3. We're going to go to 0-7, I'm sure. It's now a 24-point game. If we were to score, we would go for 2, though, to get it to a 16-point game. Here comes Smith on the return. We're going to scramble here with Bo Nix. And he's going to actually have the first down there. Throwing it down the field for Courtland Sutton. He looked like he had a shot at that. Just maybe it was overthrown slightly. It's Marvin Mims with the catch. This one to Brandon Ayuk. It's another catch, but only 2 yards. He's been the offense for us today, mostly. I mean, he's played really well. He's been a great addition to this team. It's just our defense really not doing enough a lot of the time. And that one's picked off. Bo Nix just couldn't get it deep enough. I mean, almost like he just didn't have the throw power there. I think this is the last game I'm going to play. I'm not going to stream too long since I streamed so long this morning. I streamed for like 3 hours at like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Whatever time it was. Okay, we actually come up with a stop. I mean, kind of surprising there, but our defense actually does something, positive. And Bo Nix is having a bad rookie season, let's be honest. It'd be cool to see David Montgomery go up a depth trade. I don't know if he will. I doubt it. But Brandon Ayuk should. And I think he's going to go up to X Factor. He has Superstar. Unless it's like a 2-week thing and he has to do something again next week, which would kind of suck. It's a nice run there from Bo Nix. 3 rushes for 59 yards. He's good for about 50 yards rushing a game. I mean, he might actually be leading the team in rushing yards. And most of the time, it's just him scrambling for a big play. We do run a couple of designed quarterback runs, but it's usually not where he gets the big yards. That play never works. The route takes too long to develop, and then you just get hit. So maybe we don't call that one again. Troutman with a catch. Is there an injury timeout there? I don't know why the clock is stopping. It's David Montgomery. 1st and goal at the 2. We can maybe get him a 3rd touchdown. And there's his 3rd touchdown of the game. Brandon Ayuk apparently hurt himself on that play. It says he dislocated his hip. That's really bad. Bo Nix just got knocked down on the 2-point conversion try. We could try an onside kick here, maybe. It's gonna go right into the lap of the Saints. Okay. Worth a try, maybe. They keep running this play. They get everybody. They get everybody going one way, and then they get a guy running outside there, and he just wide open every time. There's a pass breakup. There's a handoff down to the 2. Jones with a nice sack there. Brings it 3rd and goal from the 5. And there's another sack. I don't know if Abrams Drain got in on that one. Six minutes to go. We're down 21 points. Troutman with a catch. Brandon Ayuk's out of the game. He got hurt. Trying to get that to David Montgomery. Just kind of hoping he'd break a tackle there. And maybe do something. But Brandon Ayuk's out of the game. He got hurt. We're down 21. I mean, send Montgomery up the field. He's got a nice catch there. It's down to the 29. And now Bo Nix is taken off. Bo Nix has a rushing touchdown. No reason to go for 2 here. Extra point's good. There's a flag down, though. I guess we'll accept the penalty. We could go power squib here. I didn't get any power on that. Still gonna land in the zone here. Bounces into the end zone. I mean, I guess if we get a quick stop here, we're kind of still in this game. Down 14, but we would need a quick stop or a turnover or something. Abrams drain getting beat. 400 yards and 5 touchdowns today for Derek Carr. Derek Carr. I mean, it's our secondary, right? It's just our secondary is not good. Levi Wallace. Big problem in the secondary. And Patrick Surtain's really the only good player we have in the secondary at all. Some better safeties would be good. We really can't even allow a field goal here. If we could maybe come up with a sack here, that would be ideal. They're going to get called for delay of game. You almost never see the CPU get called for delay of game. At least you didn't used to. But. And now he's going to get sacked. That was Abrams' drain. I think that's going to make him meet his goal. And they're going to punt the ball. It's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Maybe if we can score without using our timeouts. It seems like we're always in this situation where we're down multiple scores. But, you know, still technically have a chance. Bo Nix, 24 for 38, 361 yards today, only 1 touchdown. Stepped out of bounds there. Didn't mean to. Just kind of did. Walked right into the sack. I thought he was going to pick up the block. That was Chase Young, that's why. 3rd down here. One's incomplete. There's a flag down, though. Might be pass interference. It's going to bail us out. All these plays with the motion. I don't want motion. When we have 1:39 left and we may run no huddle. But that one's intercepted. That's the game. It's over. Paulson Adebo. Jones is going to make the tackle. Saint's going to have to call a timeout there for an injury. There's a tackle for loss. That should be the game. We're going to end up keeping them out of the end zone, hopefully. They could snap the ball here. They don't have to. Yeah, they don't have to. So. I can't help but think if we had Brandon Ayuk at the end of the game there, maybe we would have had a better chance. Bo Nix, 4 interceptions, 1 touchdown. David Montgomery, 10 carries, 23 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk, 14 catches, 225, a touchdown. No drops. If we look at just us, I mean, David Montgomery, 4 for 58. Troutman, 4 for 61. Marvin Mims with 2 catches as well. Defensively, Abrams Drain had a half a sack and a tackle for loss. Hopefully, I think that should get him his goal. Hopefully. Cody Barton has an upgrade. I guess we'll go run stopper. +3 block shedding. Alex Singleton, we can go field general. That gets him to an 80 overall. With temporary boosts. +2 awareness, +1 block shedding, +3 play rec. And Abrams Drain, we're going to go slot here. He is getting better. Man coverage, +2 zone. He is a rookie. He's got 91 speed. He's got 76 man, 73 zone. He might actually be able to develop into something. Let's take a look at his breakout challenge here. Did he complete it? I think he should have, based on the fact that he had a tackle for loss. Good job in the secondary. That game, you looked good. You're a star in the making. Believe that. Thanks, coach. I believe that too, and I'm going to do it again next game. He now has star development, and he got 4,500 XP. Let's take a look at Brandon Ayuk's breakout challenge here. Had a monster game today. What did you tell him coming into the game? We just told him we needed him to step up and be the best. He answered the call and did exactly that today. He now has X Factor development. Okay. He may also be injured, though. He has a dislocated hip and is out for the next 8 weeks of the season. Okay. He may have gone up to X Factor, but I don't think we're gonna. We may not see him again this season. We'll get him back right at the end, basically. David Montgomery, your O line, and your running backs are in 1,000 XP each. Okay. We'll advance the week. We'll do some trade deadline stuff. We're not going to play the next game right now. It's going to be the Panthers. We're a running back breakout. Go to the trade center here. There's no offers for Levi Wallace. Okay. We need another corner who is pretty good. JC Horn would be nice. I wouldn't mind Christian Gonzalez. What would we have to go up for Christian Gonzalez? They're looking for corner as well, quarterback. We'll give you Zach Wilson. Receiver's another position they're looking for. I'll give you Josh Reynolds and Zach Wilson. And Levi Wallace. Yeah, that's not even close. They are looking for a receiver, though. I don't want to give up Marvin Mims. We'll give you a late second-round pick. Yeah, they're not looking to get rid of Christian Gonzalez at all. That's just not going to happen. How does Tariq Woolen have normal development? Patrick Peterson ended up signing with Minnesota. Could maybe try to get Greg Newsome. I'll give you a second and a 4 in 2027. It actually has it a lot closer than I thought it would be. What do they need? They need quarterback. I'll give you Zach Wilson. What else do they need? D tackle, left tackle, linebacker. I'll give you Jonathan Cooper. If you give me back a 4th-round pick. Yeah, that's not. Let's take out that 4th-round pick. That's still not close enough. We're probably going to have to give up another draft pick. I don't want to give up another second. What if we throw in another 4? Okay. Zach Wilson, obviously not the way to go here. We could give them DJ Jones. That is going to put him over the salary cap, though, so we can't do that. That does get it closer, though. We're going to give him a second next year, and then we're basically moving up in the 4th round. And we're going to give him a 7. Okay, a 7 won't get it done. We'll give him a 6 this year. And it's official. Levi Wallace, DJ Jones, a 2nd in 2025, a 4th in 2025, and a 2nd in 2027, and a 6th in 2025. Gets us Greg Newsome and a 2025 4th round pick. So we also have a weekly award here. It's Brandon Ayuk, of course it is. Bo Nix has star. We kind of probably knew that. Doldage is out as well. Injuries starting to pile up a little bit here. We're going to go Patrick Surtain, Greg Newsome, Chris Abrams-Drain. Kind of wish we had a better safety. Is there a safety? There's probably no safeties in free agency that we can sign, right? Have to be better than like a 74. We could go DeMonte Kazee. It's not really better than what we have though, because he's gonna regress. I mean, all right. Well, I think that's gonna do it. We'll come back in the next stream and we'll play the Panthers. Brandon Ayuk is out. We've got a halfback breakout. We're gonna hopefully maybe get David Montgomery's dev trade up, and we're gonna see how Greg Newsome does on the team with Patrick Surtain. Hopefully, our secondary gives us a better chance and we give up a lot less passing yards. So that's going to do it for this one. I will see you in the next stream. Have a good